Swipe down, double tap. Hey y'all, I'm laying in bed thinking about something, and actually thinking about something that Stephanie and I, oh Lord, Stephanie and I have been talking about for a while, and compliance. Okay, they've been hitting hard with compliance. You see Amy posting it about it. Everybody's posting about compliance. We've talked to everybody about compliance. Here's the thing with compliance. It is there for our protection. It is there for the company's protection. It's there to make sure that we don't say anything that legally could put us in jeopardy or put the company in jeopardy or make us look bad or make the company look bad. It's not a scary thing. I know there's a lot of rules and regulations, but it's good for us to know these things. That's in any business. You have a compliance department. You have a do's and don'ts of what to do with the company. I know I made a mistake when I was working in the public health arena, and I was speaking to a news reporter, and just the way I am, and I just use analogies and metaphors all the time. I said something about like, oh yeah, where we live in our county is like, you kind of need the Pony Express to deliver, information. Well, they took that and ran with it, and they said that I was like saying that we were archaic and not with the times, and people in our county are behind. I mean, like, they just took it and like ran with it, and just, it was bad. So I got hauled in to my boss, and she was like, you can't say things like that. And I'm like, I didn't even think. I was just talking like I normally talk, and she was like, I understand that, and I'm not mad at you, but when you're speaking about our agency or, publicly, you have to be cautious of what you say. There's do's and don'ts of things you can say. So that's compliance. That being said, I'm glad Stephanie posted tonight about like what are things you can and can't post about. There's a lot of people using the graphics. Everybody uses graphics. We all use graphics. There's a code on the graphics. The new way for the code on the graphics is if it says expires by, let's just say 9/15/2015. And then there's a code at the, like, somewhere on the graphic from compliance. And then it has the initials of the person in compliance that approved it. Okay, so once those expire, you have to resubmit them back to compliance and wait for them to go ahead and be reapproved. I know people are using graphics that are expired already, and just because they have a code, if they have a code and there's a 14 at the end and then 2 letters, that means that graphic was approved and expired on that date sometime in 2014, and it was approved by that person in compliance. Okay, so those need to be resubmitted. So that's the thing on graphics. Also, let me just quick sidebar about the graphics. I know we all use graphics. They're great. They're awesome. They're pretty. They're cool. They get the point across. They, are effective. But here's the deal. If you only post graphics, you know what people are going to do when they read your stuff on Facebook? This is what I was talking about, being intentional, and Emily Roberts said the same thing. They're going to look at your phone, and they're just going to go at the news feed, and they're going to go, oh, another graphics. Oh, another Plexus graphics. Oh. So be intentional. Yes, use the graphics, but be intentional with the graphics. Say stuff like, read this now, watch this now, watch this video now. Be intentional in what you're saying. Be authentic so that they understand it. And it catches their eye a little bit more. Okay, that's end of that sidebar. Back to compliance. It's our job as sponsors. If you sign somebody up, back up. When you sign up for Plexus, it's your responsibility to read everything, the directions and everything, and educate yourself. Yes, we're here to help you. Yes, we're here to train you, but there's only so much that we all can do. And when you get people under you, when you're a sponsor and you sponsor people, it's your job to train your people and know compliance and be there. But it's also everybody's job to read about compliance and to be compliant. So let's all help each other out. Let's not be the compliance police, though. And just don't be scared. That's another thing. The fear thing came into play. Don't be scared to post things. If you're wondering like, oh my God, I don't want to post this, or, oh, this isn't going to be a compliant, send it to me or send it to Stephanie or send it to someone and say, hey, is this compliant? Yes or no? We'll tell you. That's what I did for the longest time. I would send it to Stephanie and say, hey, can I say this? And she would say, well, you can't say this and this, but you could change it to say this and this. It's all about wording. So you have to learn how to change the wording up and fix it to where it is compliant. Send it to us. Tell us, hey, I don't know if this is compliant or not, but don't be scared to post because you don't know if it's compliant or not. Don't let fear hold you back. Fear can paralyze you, and fear comes from the enemy, okay? You all know I'm a believer, and I love Jesus, and that I'm going to bring the Lord into this, and I'm bringing the enemy into this right now. Fear is not of God. So put the fear into submission, put it under your feet, step on it, like smash it under your feet where it belongs, and don't ever bring it up, and post your stuff on Facebook. If that is the avenue that you're using for your marketing is Facebook, do not be scared to post stuff because of compliance. Ask us. If we don't know, guess what? We're going to ask someone, hey, is this compliant? Help us to train us to know what is compliant and what is not. So if you ask us and we say we don't know, hold on a second, we're going to go and ask somebody else who is it. So somebody's going to ask somebody. So ask us and use us. Use everybody. That's what our business is about. That's why we're a team. Okay? So that's just the video tonight on compliance and with my little sidebar. And yeah. So have a great night. God bless. I love all of you all. I love seeing you successful. I love, helping every single one of you. God bless. Have a good night.